Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here. As the recording of this TGIF, it is Friday, June the 14th, 2024. A very warm Atlanta, Georgia. Still have my coffee here, hot coffee, probably hot caffeinated beverage. I am heading to Truist Park, home of the Atlanta Braves. They've been in the stadium for quite a few years now. I was here back on October 31st, Halloween night of 2021. The Tampa Bay Rays, who I root for, been rooting for them for quite a few years now, 3 years. Started pretty heavily going to their games in 2021. They got eliminated from the postseason. My uncle, who lives here in town, big Braves guy, him and I went to the World Series on that Halloween night of 2021. The Braves lost that game to the Astros, but ended up winning the World Series. I was kind of hoping they'd pull it out that night for my uncle, but they didn't. Either way, we had a good time. So I've been to this stadium before, but I do not count stadiums on my list of the 30 current stadiums to accomplish by the end of this year. It will take me 3 years if all goes well, unless my Rays play at that stadium. It's a weird challenge I'm doing, but after today, after first pitch, it'll be my 22nd stadium that I have been to while rooting for the Tampa Bay Rays. Wearing my Yandi shirt on the back, got my City Connect on, got my old school TV with the light blue. Join me. Good to have you here. Also, my uncle was busy. Him and my aunt are going to a friend's wedding today, this whole weekend, so he wasn't able to go. Kind of bummed about that, but I'm here. Join me. Shall you? It's about 11:15 right now. At noon, I have booked a ballpark tour. Gonna go to a few spots. I've never done a tour here either. So I'll be seeing the Rays and getting a tour, both my first times here in Atlanta, Georgia. See Truist Park over there in the distance. The tour was $35, well, $32. $30, give or take $1. Crossing this bridge. And then first pitch, I believe, is at 7:20. So after the tour, I'll go back to my hotel, relax for a little bit, and then head over to the game again. Double duty at the stadium. All right, this is an area known as the Battery. Of course, when you think of battery, you think of like car batteries, phone batteries. But when you think of baseball battery, you think of the pitcher and the catcher. Both those players make up the Battery. Oh, they got a little fountain over there, a little splash pad, if you will, right over there. And then you got the chop house out. Going to be probably a lot of tomahawk chop action going on today. I will not be partaking of that, but I will be raising up. I think the Rays, they need some kind of thing. They used to have the cowbell. They don't really promote the cowbell as much as they used to. Shout out to Cowbell Max. Oh, look at the size of this ring right here. There's also a Braves car over there. 2021 World Series champions. I know the Rays are in last place in the AL East, but you never know how the wild card works. It'd be really nice if this year or in the near future, the Rays get one of these. I'd like to see the Rays win the series. Here's a list of all the National League pennants, of course in a totally different division than the Rays. They also won the World Series again in 21, I stated. 57, 95, 19, 14. It's rare that the Rays play the Braves. Very rare. Number 6, Bobby Cox. Fourth winningest manager in baseball, but also the winningest manager in Braves history with 2,149 Braves wins. A little construction going on over there. Now, if I had to pick my favorite or most notable Braves growing up, I always collected Dale Murphy's cards. Also, Hank Aaron, of course, the home run champion, Hank Aaron. Those would probably be my two. John Smoltz also was another one that I really liked back in the day. And also there is a Phil Niekro sculpture over there, the Knuckleball King. Remember, my dad really liked Phil Niekro. We used to throw the ball around in the yard when I was younger. And my dad was really good at throwing a knuckleball. Also, my dad went to Atlanta Christian College. He would tell me stories. So the Braves used to play in another stadium way back in that day. And he would go see Hank Aaron hit batting practice. He actually saw Hank Aaron hit batting practice, crushing some homers here in Atlanta. Pretty dang cool. 11:21 now. The current temperature is 85 degrees. There's an air quality alert until 6 p.m. It's actually going to warm up quite a bit. First pitch, which is way later at 7. It's going to be 92 degrees. Sunset is not till 8:50. Interesting. So it's going to be not going to be super hot, but it's definitely going to be definitely not going to be cool and crisp here in Atlanta on this game day. All right, a little time to burn here, so I'm going to walk around in the team store over here, check out what they got. Austin Riley, Matt Olson. Look at this bat right here. Look at this, you can buy a full bat. Also a jumbo squeezy. These are the ones that you get to put the ice cream in. Remember these from Dairy Queen back in the day. All right, I scanned my QR code, and this is the gift they give you for doing the tour.
Seats in the house, in my opinion, one of the best values in the house if you're buying tickets. This is the side of the field to be on because the sun's on that side of the field. That's why we put the visitors dugout in the third base side. How about that? But I like to bring you here because you can see everything from this vantage point. When you come to the game, you come to see what's going on the field, obviously. However, there's a whole lot more to it than just the game itself. It's the great experience of everything. Your broadcasters, your columnists, your bloggers, your PR representatives of both teams. There's also a time clock operator for Major League. And the reason was if they had fans sitting there, that fan moving around and with those white shirts would distract the fan. That's the reason they don't have seats in dead center field at baseball stadiums. And if they do, they're covered up with a tarp. Well, the Braves thought we can do better than an ugly tarp. Let's do something that shows the beauty of the state of Georgia. There's a real evergreen tree growing out there on the other side of that wall. Those represent the various trees that Georgia's known for. 41 flags this organization has won. 25 flags in Atlanta, 14 in Boston, 2 in Milwaukee. Am I talking to you? Can you see them? Okay. The white flag tells you that we won the wild card. Light blue flag, the division. Dark blue flag, the National League Championship. What's the red flag, guys? World Series. The Chick-fil-A cow. Exactly. Y'all like Chick-fil-A? I do too. You know what Chick-fil-A cow's name is? It's Kathy. You know why her name is Kathy?
Kathy.
Because the founder of Chick-fil-A is a man named Truist Kathy. And he named all of his cow children the same thing. Kathy.
Kathy.
They're all born in the same cow hospital in New Orleans, Louisiana. This is a great place to take pictures here. Feel free to sit down in the club, take shots, take pictures of the field if you like.
Look at the size of that air conditioner unit.
So regardless of the size of your room, you got an all-you-can-eat space. You got beautiful options, air-conditioned heat, vented on the weather. See some various dates on the columns. Tell you when Aaron hit his 500 home run. But most of the history of Aaron and what he was able to accomplish is on the other end. We showed you that. That was the actual batting ball used to break Babe Ruth's record over 50 years ago. That is a 35-ounce bat. Big bat. Henry Aaron was a nice-sized man, but he wasn't a large man. Had very quick wrists. That was the reason for his ability to hit all those home runs. It was so quick. April 8, 1974, that was the record-breaking dinger. Surpassed with Babe's 715th home run. There was an actor in the ballpark that night. And some guy had caught the ball and been unwilling to give the ball back. He'd had the right. Obviously, he would have been. If that ball had been hit in the seats and you'd had a guy that says, I'm not giving it back, I don't care what you give me, I'm keeping this ball. Can you imagine what that ball would be worth today in private hands? But it's not. It's in Atlanta. A lot of people say, why is it not at the Hall of Fame in New York? Turn around and take a look at this guy. That's a picture of Aaron breaking the record. And if you stand back just a little bit to take a picture of it, it really pops because it says 715, 715. That's how many home runs it took to break Babe Ruth's record. This is Infinity Club. This is where your corporate suites are, many of them. Memphis, Mickey Mantle fan. Mickey Mantle obviously played outfield for the Yankees in the 50s and 60s. Larry Jones, Chipper's dad, idolized Mickey Mantle so much that he wanted his son to be just like him. Mickey Mantle is the #1 in Atlanta. He would have had an opportunity to go anywhere else in the country, but he chose to stay here. We can thank him for that, because he would have earned much more money had he gone somewhere else. Here's what you do, guys. You want to get your picture next to me?
This is actually a bench from the old stadium right here that was in the dugout.
All the cleats.
Here's the Rays clubhouse right here. Braves National League, Rays American League. Okay, we're going to the Delta Sky Club 360. They have like they're preparing for a little buffet in here for later. Nice little, man, this is nice in here, right?
Oh, yeah. So the gates open about 2 hours before the game, so these people will come in here and just get in line and just start munching and continue to munch for the next 2 hours. It's an all-you-can-eat, all-you-can-drink. They got chicken fingers, they got burgers, they got pizza, they got salad.
The Gold Glove Bar.
That's a Gold Glove Bar, as you can see. Gold Glove is awarded to the player that has the best fielding percentage at each position. Silver Slugger Award awarded to the best hitter in each position. So let's go back to the Gold Gloves. Here's a trivia question for you. Who has more Gold Gloves in Major League Baseball history than anybody? Greg Maddox. Very good. How many? 18. Most exclusive club in the entire ballpark. There's 160 seats in the Truist Club, and that is all. So people come in here, they get here and get valet parked across the street, then they come on inside and sit down at those tables where they are served, or they may be served at their seats. Got the ballpark fare there as well. Let's say you got a favorite bobblehead and repeat and do it all over again. That's what the Truist Club is all about. This is really, really special. They truly take care of you everywhere in the ballpark, but right here in the Truist Club, it's just a pocket better than mine. Very, very special.
Is there a dress code?
No.
Oh, but okay.
Can you imagine wearing a coat and tie?
Yeah, I was just checking.
You need to know. You want to make sure to wear your gown. Is that it?
Is there like cocktail attire in here?
If you want to wear your cocktail dress, you're welcome. But yes, this is really, really very special. So this is what you get inside. Let me show you what you get outside behind the plate.
That's all right there.
Some of those are cool.
Pretty freaking crazy on the field. Well, on the warning track, I should say. It's pretty awesome. Got to go in the dugout. Freaking awesome. Not allowed to step on the grass though, but you can walk along the warning track. Right down the right field line. Look at this. Foul ball, fair ball. Foul ball, fair ball. Alright, that's pretty dang cool. That was pretty dang cool. Going into the dugout lounge now.
Very close. You have dinner down this way. You got a beautiful mural on the wall of Braves outfielder.
Lost Braves. Lost Braves.
And guess who's playing right field in front of you when he's healthy? Ronald Jr. Jr. So you can sit there and cheer Ronald or whoever's playing right field. Let's turn the tide a little bit. Let's say that Bryce Harper is in town and he's actually healthy enough to play right field for the Filthies, huh?
The Filthies.
Well, y'all gotta follow me here. You ready? So Bryce is in front of you playing right field. You got 3 hours. You got chilled drink rails keeping your beverages cold right in front of you. You can shout wonderful, encouraging words in the direction of Bryce Harper. Or, knowing that with each passing inning and each passing beverage, your compliments can become a whole lot more colorful. Does that sound fun? No, I'm playing with you just a little bit. It is as fun as you think it would be.
How do you get the tickets? I mean, do you got
Call Braves. Any of the specialty group areas, if you have a big crowd and a big group, call Braves. They'll put you with it. Feel like you need it. These tickets are about a little over $100 a piece. It depends. Tuesday night. I'll see you out there in a second.
That's where we were. Below the chop. Now we're going up to the chop. The Rays play at the Trop, but here they have a chop. Chop house. Jackie Robinson over here, got the sculpture of Jackie. I haven't seen a Hank Aaron sculpture, but I would imagine there probably is one somewhere. To run out there and see that many fans and you see those tomahawks in unison going back and forth, I just felt like you couldn't come into Atlanta and beat us. David Justice. Without the A. This is out on the deck here at the Chop House. Now my seats, if I remember right, got them over behind Ray's dugout, kind of towards the third base line. Like not behind over there, but like more.
So if you guys will walk back inside with me here, we'll end things up. Hey, good day. I hope you learned something about the ballpark. I've been in radio and television for 30 years, and I tell you, I love my career, but I've never loved anything more than what I'm doing today, which is sharing baseball with people equally as passionate about the Braves and the game as I am.
All right, walking back over to my hotel, gonna relax for a couple hours and then head back over for first pitch and the game. Nice little walkway. I just parked at the hotel and able to just stroll over for the tour. Did not go up in the press box, because I was kind of surprised, no press box or anything like that, but I'm glad I got to go in the dugout. I went back to my hotel for a couple hours. Purchased at the little gift shop up front on the way out. Well, at the counter, I should say. They had Voss water, but in the plastic instead of the glass. All right, walking back over to Truist now. Yeah, I just realized that wasn't the worst tour I've gotten of a stadium, but definitely was not the best. Pretty much with the exception, going on the field, you know, the warning track was amazing. Going to the dugout, awesome. But it seemed like every other spot was just something that you could pay for as a VIP or something of that nature. A lot of times they'll do that just so you know what they have available for purchase. Kind of would have been nice to get in the press box and things like that, but sometimes certain things on game days aren't accessible, so I can understand that aspect also. Just past a place called Murph's, which I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that probably has something to do or is owned by someone in affiliation with Dale Murphy. It's gotta be, right? Whoa, is this one of those self-driving vehicles? I think it is, no driver. It's called a beep hopper. Yeah! It's got its own lane. They have those in downtown Orlando now too. I think it's pretty much the same thing. It's a cool bridge also. That looks like the line of cars trying to park over there. A lot easier just to walk from the hotel, so. All right, back down at the Battery, and it is a lot busier down here than it was a couple hours ago when I was down here. A lot more people. All right, I am now back into, I guess they refer to this as the A, and it's evidently cowboy hat night. They're giving away cowboy hats right here. Yeah, it's definitely cowboy hat night. Free cowboy hats given out when you walk in. I didn't get one. Also, check out these fans, same ones they have at the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular. Hollywood Studios. I think they're called Big Ass Fans. They got custom jerseys over here. Look at them all up there circling around on the rack. The custom shop is right there. All those jerseys up there on the different racks. Right, they did not take the group over here during the tour, but you can freely walk over here on your own accord after the doors are open. That's interesting. Aaron used to play 1952 for the Indianapolis Clowns. Right, there he is, right here at the base of the fountain. Cameron Hank himself. There is the sculpture. Him hitting the ball right there. Definitely cowboy hat night here. Eddie Murphy, Dale Murphy. Oh, there's the knee brace. Sid Bream's knee brace. There goes Looper, the mascot right there rolling through here. So definitely a large baseball. Oh dang, 2021 National League champion, that's when they won the division. And then here is the World Series trophy. Also today is Flag Day. That's why the military is outside over in the Battery. That is why all the flags are out on the diamond.
Narrates a parachute demonstration of the U.S. Army's Golden Knights and Silver Wings. The American paratrooper, born of fire in the skies of World War II.
Yeah, I definitely was not expecting parachuters. A huge flag out in the outfield. I knew they would have the ones along the diamond. But this compares to how it was on 4th of July a couple of years when I went and saw the Rays versus the Red Sox. Pretty freaking awesome. It's one of the most spectacular Flag Day ceremonies. I don't know if I've ever been to a baseball game on Flag Day, but holy cow, Atlanta really does it right. And the game has now officially started. And just on the first two batters are already on first and second. Yandy got on, and Randy got on. Let's go. 1-0 already. Just like that. Just like that. I love how deep the dugout is, so you can see the guys right there. Very deep. A lot more. Kind of reminds me of the Oakland Coliseum. How much room there is there. I've never seen cheerleaders come out in the bottom of the first inning to get everyone hyped. That's actually kind of cool. What is the weirdest thing? Not a good first inning for the Rays. Patel just launched it over Yandy. Had the easy out at first. The Rays are already up 5-1. And the Braves got 6 hits in the bottom of the first inning. It's now in the top of the second. The Rays are already down 5-1. Not a good out first inning for Littell on the mound. Another home run by the Braves. Yeah, I was just noticing it's in the third inning now that Cash has pulled Littell. Kevin Kelly is now on the mound. So our starter only pitched the first 2 innings. So Littell's been really good, but not today. All right, ground crew out. They're doing something called a lottery ball race out in left field over there. Take a look, the lottery ball race. There's a lot of people on the diamond now with you got all the players out there, and then you've also got the grounds crew. I was kind of getting confused on who was who. They're all wearing the red. This is their rally chant, even though they're winning by like 8. Just noticing over there on top of the Braves dugout, there's an advertisement for Pigeon Forge. I was like, whoa, Pigeon Forge, and I realized, not that far from Pigeon Forge. So to take me out to the ball game, it says, take me out to the mountains. Man, it's actually a pretty full stadium. Probably a sellout. Even all the way up there. Alright, I'm not going to be entertained by the Rays. I'll be entertained by the Home Depot paintbrush, hammer, and oh, they even have the Home Depot tub right here and a drill coming in. Oh, wow. Pile them down. That looks like a wrestling match going on out there in left field. Like a full on. What's he going to do? Oh, he's bypassing it. Paintbrush one. Series on third. 2 outs, 2 strikes though. In the 7th. Still down by 6. 7-1, Braves are winning. There it is. Make it respectable anyway. 7-2. Double by Palacio. Yeah, have no fear. Our catcher, Alex Jackson, is up. Look at that batting average. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, that's not the best batting average. It's now the 7th inning stretch, 7-2, Braves over the Rays. Another error for the freaking Rays. Gotta be kidding me, man. Not playing very well. See Kevin Cash there on the end. You can read his thoughts. He's probably thinking, what went wrong?
Give it to him!
All right, Siri just scored. Make it interesting, 7-3. Granted, there's 2 outs in the top of the 9th, so it might not end well, but at least we make it respectable. And with 2 outs, the Rays catcher, Alex Jackson, is up with a batting average of .75. Now, he did hit a grand slam the other day. That's the only hit he's like hit in the last 50 at-bats. Come on, Alex, you got this. 2 strikes, 2 outs, Alex Jackson. Wild pitch over to second. The Braves fans are on their feet and or leaving to beat traffic. All right, the Braves have brought in another reliever now. Yandy is up with the guy on first and second for the Rays. I'm wearing Yandy's shirt. Dang it. Oh! Oh! You gotta be kidding me. Well, that was a complete hunk of dog dung performance by the Rays. After the 3rd inning, they did really well, but they could not catch up with the just destruction from the 1st and 2nd inning. Littell, who usually is really good on the mound as a starter, just did not perform, and that's where the Braves got most of their runs. All right, heading out now. Heading out. And they're launching off some fireworks over there too. Cut out, and I guess like right afterwards they're blasting some fireworks over there. pretty cool. I'm definitely really discouraged in how poorly the Rays have been doing this year. I'm not going to say, oh, you can't win them all, because they really haven't been winning games they should have been winning. I think that would have definitely have been a pretty close game, neck and neck, if it wasn't for the travesty in the first and second. And it's been just a lot of games. And it's no longer, can't say it's early anymore, because it's definitely not early in the season. But either way, I did knock off my 22nd stadium that I have been to out of the 30 current stadiums while rooting for the Rays. It's pretty dang cool with the fireworks though, and the flag ceremony. Might be the grand finale. Was incredible. Truist Park, knock another one off my list, my Rays stadium list. 22 freaking stadiums. I got 8 to go before I accomplish my goal of all 30 current stadiums. Hoping to have it done by the end of this year. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. I still love you, Rays, but tonight was not your night. The vlog is over. Holy cow. That's the grand finale. What the heck? All right. That was a freaking grand finale if ever there was one. Well done. Well done.